could wear the mask.
I am your father.
Get over here!
This is the way. Iron Man.
Alright guys, welcome back to the house that Retro built. This is the Retro Toy Closet. Back with another 1/6 scale Hot Toy review unboxing. And this time we're going down that path of Star Wars. Yeah, this has been a very big week for Star Wars with the Book of Boba Fett episode. I mentioned that in my last video. If you haven't seen it, see you jump. Really? Check it out. That was that review on the Black Panther. That was a pretty solid piece as a throwback. But today's episode, finally, I have my 40th anniversary Lando Calrissian, and actually, I'm excited about this one because Lando was my dude. You know, it's like we didn't have many black actors, so as a kid, I had Billy D. Williams, we had Carl Weathers. And then there might have been a few like smaller name black actors, but there wasn't many. So when this dude hopped up on the screen with the perm pressed hair, yeah, I felt that had to be me. That was my superhero. And even though he played that superhero slash bad guy because he teamed up with Vader to save his skin, he was still my dude. So Billy D. Williams played the character Lando Calrissian. He got his debut in 1980 for Empire Strikes Back. And then he returned in 1983 for Return of the Jedi. But it was just... those are the last movies that we saw Billy D. Williams in. And then he made his return, I believe that was, 2019? When we had that horrible excuse of a trilogy conclude. The Star Wars. So I got my boy JXP2 with me today. We're gonna go ahead and crank out this review, and as you can tell, yes, the turntable is in, the box is spinning, so you guys see everything that's on the box. I don't have to tell you anything about it, but if you're blind or you can't see like Matt Murdock, there you go right there. You got a nice portrait display of the actual figure itself. Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian, MMS 588. This is surprisingly... Actually, it's not surprising because a lot of these Star Wars figures, they are bare bones. They don't really come with many accessories. But I'm going to go ahead and take this top sleeve off just so you guys can see how the 40th anniversary display window looks like. And it goes a little something like this. Okay, so right there, we have that, we'll say the vintage collection style, the Empire Strikes Back, box markings, everything. Pretty much that throwback to like the 3 3/4. Just off of the art box alone. I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. I like it. It gives a nice throwback towards the figure itself.
Yes. And as you can see on the front, you got that nice, bright, sticker, the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary. I'm actually excited to see what they do for Return of the Jedi, because that 40th anniversary should be dropping this year, I believe. I gotta double check, but I think it's getting close to the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Just seeing that picture on the back with him and Boba Fett, it definitely makes me want to get an older Boba Fett, even though I think I'm going to be extremely happy with the one that's coming from The Mandalorian Season 2. I think I'm going to be happy enough with that, but yeah. So that's just like the box itself. Of course, you do not see the figure in the window because I already have the figure out of the box. He's been out of the box since earlier this week, and we're just coming around to go ahead and cranking out this review. So let's go ahead and get that clamshell out and see what all he comes with.
Alright, so we switched it up on y'all a little bit. We got Lando out here. with one of his blasters out and the cape already on him. I think it looks amazing just the way it is right there. Cool little pose right there. But he also does come with another blaster, which we're going to show off right now. Look at the detail on that blaster. The weathering and all that, it got detail for a blaster. He also,
Yeah.
Oh,
It actually has parts that move on it too, so this is basically, they kick that back and that goes on their arm like that. Boom. This was, I believe this is one of the Stormtrooper blasters right here that Lando got his hands on. And then the blaster in his hand is his. Very cool. I don't know the specific number, model numbers and everything on it. Just know it's a Star Wars blaster that goes pew, 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 pew.
all right, and next we have a communicator plus a watch that he comes with. We're going to grab this off real quick. They're really small pieces.
Yeah, so I got to install the watch on them anyways. I haven't put it on his wrist yet. Very, very small piece. Like, here, let me try to hold it this way. There we go. So you guys can see the detail. Very detailed piece right there.
The camera wants to focus.
There we go. So you basically just take his pegged hand off, put that on his wrist. And I like pieces like this because it allows you to cover up those hideous wrist joints. Like I'm starting to like that companies are starting to come out with these elbow replacement arms that have seamless wrists. Like, they look really good. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully Hot Toys gets on board with that in the future. But
there goes his little communicator right there.
yeah, this is his communicator. So his cyborg human that was in Empire Strikes Back, you can communicate with him through that. Or when he was talking to the people of Cloud City. That piece is so small. Me personally, honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to use that because I have a feeling I'm going to put it in his hand. Something's going to happen. He's going to drop it. And then I am not going to have his communicator.
Bye-bye piece.
Yes. Aside from those three pieces right there, that blaster is number 4. And then he comes with 2 sets of hands. He has the open palm hands, which they're good. Hot Toys quality. Honestly, the paint is a little plasticky, which is kind of a shock for Hot Toys. Like, they usually go with a nice flesh tone, but right there is like you kind of get that plastic shine. And then you got your palms. So you got the open hand, you got the trigger finger, you get 2 trigger fingers. Actually, I'm sorry, 1 trigger finger, and then this is his communicator holding hand. Still looks good. Actually, this hand looks better than that other one I had. So, it might be a defect just on that one hand. And you get 2 closed fists. Typical thing. I don't think I've ever can really say that I sit there with my hands balled up as fists like this.
Yeah.
But it's always a cool piece, so, you know, hey, fight the power. But that's my humor. Okay, so second tray that's up under that top tray, you got this piece right here, which houses his cape, which is already on him. There is some wires in it, but they're very minimal. It is a little fussy to try to get this cape to work. And the biggest gripe that a lot of people have on this one is those straps that go on his arm. There are people that have modified theirs with magnets. They put the magnets on the collar. Because as you can tell, that collar is kind of a fuss. You know, if you look at it right there, it just doesn't really want to stay into place. Here, I'm going to try to move that up a little. It is a little fussy. I'm going to probably have to try to press it back down a little bit once we get to the photo shoot of this video. But overall, I like that figure. And then the pièce de résistance, as some of our friends will say, we get this nice little Cloud City backdrop. Yeah. That piece looks pretty freaking cool. And aside from the Cloud City backdrop, on your display base, they actually gave you Here, let me get this out because it's just like another card. You got flooring for Cloud City. So you could actually put that flooring on your base, do the Cloud City backdrop. You could recreate that scene with Boba Fett, or if you got the Bespin Leia. Yeah, if you got the Bespin Leia, I believe it is. I'm drawing a blank.
I couldn't tell you. I don't.
Yeah,
do Star Wars.
Hot Toys did the one. You can recreate that scene because I believe she also comes with the same flooring as well. I'm gonna have to check if I'm correct. It'll be typed out right there on the bottom for you guys to say, "Hey, he was right." But overall thoughts of the figure, the face, I love it. It looks good. That is like Billy D to the T. Definitely glad I did stick with this and buy it. At first I was going to cancel it because this figure's been out now for what, about 4 to 6 months?
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
I just kind of went the Sideshow way, and the Sideshow way is, hey, we just finally shipped it out to you last week, which the shipping is fairly surprisingly pretty fast, so I can't complain about that part. His overall outfit is very basic. He does not have a split cut on the boot. It's just a full seam boot. But it's just like, how articulated are you really going to have Lando? It wasn't like he was doing like any kung fu or anything in the movie. He has the basic belt on his waist. Navy blue pants with that North Carolina blue cape with the shirt. Yeah. Very basic figure. I like it. Trying to figure out poses is definitely going to be the challenge with this one because the cape does kind of limit you, but it looks just too flat without the cape. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pause it, take the cape off, just so you guys can see how he looks without the cape, and then you can make your own decision after that. Go.
Okay, and we took the cape off of Lando, and as you can see, it does take away, like, the dimension away from him. Like, without that cape, it just looks kind of awkward. To me, I said it earlier, he looks like a Star Trek character.
Yeah, he definitely looks like something that should be standing next to Captain Kirk without that cloak. So the cloak is definitely a piece I'm going to keep on there. It's a clean, simple setup. You got to remember, this outfit was tailored during 1980, and, you know, fashion wasn't the biggest thing ever. It's like they kind of thought that that's how you'd be dressed if you were living in outer space, you know. But, yeah, I put the communicator on him. This is a pretty cool pose right here. I kind of like this one, so I think I'm probably going to pose him out like that with the cape on. I think that'll look pretty good like that. Elbows, he bends pretty good. He has a double joint in his elbows. He has padding on his thighs and his midsection to kind of thicken him up a little bit, which basically is they used the right size body and just added the right amount of thickness to him just to pad him out.
Yeah, to make him look, you know, not all funky like.
Yeah, so he's not like overly skinny or anorexic looking. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and get him off the turntables and do a comparison of him next to a couple other Star Wars characters from Hot Toys and Sideshow. Okay, so here's a side-by-side comparison of Lando with the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, which this is the one that came out in 2017. I'm glad I got mine because everybody's out rebuying them pretty much with this whole Mandalorian Season 2. And I think this one is perfectly fine with me. It fits well with the Billy D. Williams. What do you think about this one, Jay?
I like it. I mean, it looks really good with the Lando since like they're pretty much same movie.
Yeah, they're the same movie. Lando did change his outfit up a little bit in Return of the Jedi, but side by side, these two together, they still look good. Even though in the Empire Strikes Back, Luke had his grayish white jumpsuit that he wore and basically lost a hand. But yeah, they look good together right there. I think the height is about spot on because Mark Hamill is a short character. Billy D just a touch taller than him. So the height looks pretty good. They square up very good. So definitely happy with this. So now we're going to go ahead and pull out a Sideshow figure that came out last year also to see how these two stack up against each other. Okay, so here we have it. The Sideshow Skiff Guard of Lando Calrissian standing next to the Empire Strikes Back Lando Calrissian. So right here, this is pretty much Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, both the same actor, two different companies, and you know, actually the bodies match up pretty good. The only thing that I can say, and it could just be the outfit, the Skiff Guard does look a little bit thicker than the Empire Strikes Back Lando. The skin tone is pretty much almost the same. We're not even going to talk about the head sculpt. I'm not even going to waste my time pulling out that Sideshow head sculpt because it was not a good one. This Hot Toys one, the head sculpt just kills it. Plus, the Sideshow one is with a neck post, so it's just basically the head attaching to the neck post, where the Hot Toys one is the full neck that attaches to the body. But they definitely look good together in a display. Other than the hideous Sideshow
Wannabe base.
Yeah, like
Wannabe Hot Toys.
Oh my god, Sideshow, like come on. This is like
And don't they got the license to it too?
Yeah, they got
they didn't even put the name on there.
Yeah, they don't even put names on there. This is a very basic, but there are guys out there that kind of make their little vinyl graphics to deck the flooring out on those a little bit. I was actually contemplating on this one, giving it like that whole sand look. So I might buy some of that granite paint and then do the whole sandy look on that one. I've been thinking about that for a while. But this is pretty much it for this review. Final thoughts?
I have one question before. How much was, like, do you remember the price of this?
Ooh. I don't remember the exact number, but it was over $250.
Over $250. It's kind of bare bones.
Yeah.
For $250, but then again, this is like really your only option if you want a good looking Lando in your collection as of right now.
Yeah, and that was like the only reason why I stuck to it on both of them, because I started seeing photos of the Sideshow one. I wasn't happy. I started seeing stuff about the Hot Toys one. I wasn't happy, but this was a childhood character I felt I needed in my collection. With both of them in front of me right now, I'm extremely happy. Hands down happy. I like it. They will be in my collection for a while. I'll just put it that way. So that pretty much wraps it up on this figure review unboxing. What do we got coming in? I'm still waiting on the Raven Blade. Kind of got some delays. It should be here tomorrow. The idiots, they sent it to my city, and then they took it out of my city and went back to another city to bring it right back to my city. So hopefully Raven Blade will be tomorrow. So today is Sunday. I'll probably get that review done by Tuesday, Wednesday. More than likely Thursday, because that's when I'm off.
And then after that, we have Miles Morales coming.
Yes,
Miles
the
Morales 3.0.
the PS5. We got 2 of those coming, so we're gonna bust out a review on that. I gotta get with Toys Wonderland and find out what's going on with the Miles 3.0 from Young Rich. So the content is coming. I don't know if we're gonna do the hunt videos again, because it's like the stores have been a little lackluster, and it's like gas is getting expensive, bro. I'm paying over like $3.80 a gallon, so running around all over town trying to find stuff that just really ain't slapping. I'm telling you guys, JXP and Fallen, they're probably going to be our 1/12th gurus. I think I'm going to eventually go ahead and make that jump and just be full 1/6 scale, probably a few quarter scales here and there. That Kingpin I got coming in is definitely falling up on their quarter scale. So February is going to be a pretty stacked month. So you guys be ready. And, we got a lot of stuff coming out. So this month we got a lot of reviews. But stick around like we always do. We're going to do a little something different on this slideshow. Photo shoot. But like, comment, and subscribe. And JXP, hit them with that funk.
All right. Well, I ain't got nothing cool to say,
You
but
never
we did
do.
build this. Oh, we did build this city not on rock and roll, but on retroness. So stay retro.
Stay retro, guys.